Alright guys, good morning. It's a good, nice, cool morning this morning. And won't stay like this long once the sun comes up. Last night I looked out here and the light on here wasn't going off. And the temperature up there was showing 176 degrees in here. Now, it didn't kill the birds. They stayed off to the side, you know, because this is open. And so I turned it off, and they're doing okay today. They old enough to probably not need the heat lamp. I mean, they're 3 weeks old. They're going into their 4th week, so I don't think they really need that anymore. They did okay last night. It got down into around 54, 53, 54 degrees out here. They did fine. And they all, look at them, they all looking for some food. Time to, I got a little bit of food, but it's today's day normally that I clean their cages and stack up on all their food and everything, and it almost looks like they kind of know that. So anyway, so today I'm gonna go ahead and finish up over here on my little garden area I've been working on here, and I'm gonna get this cherry tree planted in that pot right there, and I'll just let the pot sit out here, give it that kind of look, because I don't really have any other place in the yard to put it. But I'm also gonna you know those wire that I made this thing with, and I also made my hoops on my salad bar back there. Well, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a couple of more of those. I'm gonna add some 2x4 onto this fence. That's 1x. I'm gonna take it off and put a 2x up there, put 2x there, because I have that here, and I'm gonna put that wire on this fence right here, and I'm gonna plant this I say kiwi that I have right here. Right here, it's a I say kiwi. It's a vine. I'm gonna plant that here and let that vine on the fence right here. This gets so much sun right here, it would probably do great right here. So I would have you know, blackberries, and then I would have the kiwi, and then they could travel on the fence. I'm have to cut them off here for sure, because I don't want them traveling this way, but they could travel along the whole fence that way. And if they start to go that way, I'll add more 2x4s, because it might just grow behind the peach tree. I don't know. We'll just have to see what it does. I'm not sure how much they do grow, but I'd like to get that in the ground today too, and get that going on the fence. So I am going to go pick up some of those some 2x4s, and I'm going to pick up some of that wire, and yeah, so and then that will conclude pretty much over here. Now I'm gonna get in here and clear this out, weed eat it out today, and I'm probably gonna pick up some more compost and manure bags just to kind of add in there and mix it in, because mine's not ready. I can't use mine. Mine won't be ready till the fall. One of my compost won't be ready till the fall. And alright, so I'm gonna get started today. I got some chores I gotta get done first. I gotta feed my ladies over here, and clean these quail cages out, get them some food. And good morning. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, ladies. Yeah. You're ready to eat, huh? They're like, hurry! Let me take you in here and show you a couple of things that's going on. Now, it looks like some of the tomatoes kind of maybe got too hot in here yesterday. right here. Let's see. Let me get behind the camera and I can show you guys here. Okay. Yeah, the tomatoes. But this right here. Now, I need to get these out of here and put them in separate containers. That's huckleberry. And then back there is a blackberry. Not the same kind of blackberry. It's a different kind of little small blackberry. They call it a blackberry. Okay, now I wasn't going to make a... There's a wasp in my greenhouse. Let me get my little fly swatter. I could probably get him while it's still cool because he ain't going to be too active. As y'all know, this is the time of the year the wasp. They'll start trying to build a nest everywhere they can. I see a snail in here on the ceiling, which I'm going to get that out. Let me see if I can smite this wasp. I did. I think I got him. Not totally. Okay. Now he's on the ground somewhere. There he is. Alright, I got him. Yeah. Here's a snail. You know, I don't want up. Okay, in this one? Yeah. You don't want snails either. And surprisingly, they eat snails, chickens. I didn't know. I thought that's what ducks were for. But I think ducks are more for the slugs. These little bitty snails in the show, that my chickens, they love eating them. They love them. When I cut down my kale yesterday. I cut down the kale yesterday, and inside the main stalk, I mean, it was loaded with little small snails with the hard shells, and so I just cut the whole thing down, threw it in there. They were going to town on it. They loved it. So that's another thing I want to get accomplished today too, guys, is I want to get a lot of seeds started. It's time. I got to get things started, or I'm going to be waiting for months before I get anything else. So I got to get things going today too. I got a lot to do. Tomorrow we're starting outside my house. My son-in-law's coming over. I'm going to be paying him to help me, and I'm going to start on that one side there, so it just looks a lot better when people come over. It's one thing back here. Now we're going to work on the whole house all the way around, but I want to start there, get that looking better. It looks hideous, and if I want to clear it up, I got to fix the house, because I got a lot of that junk leaning against the house because it's covering up all the busted up siding and stuff, you know. So I'm going to be going this morning to Home Depot, getting some paint and some material so we can do this tomorrow. We should be able to knock out the sod as far as putting on the siding that I want to do, because I'm not doing it all the way up. I'm just going to stop about 4 feet up, because that's what's destroyed. The rest of it's in good shape. You just got to caulk it up. I want to get the boards on today, get it caulked up, and get it ready for painting, you know. And then maybe the following day we start painting. Or if we get tomorrow to start painting, that would be fine too. So I got to make me a material list for that. So this really looks pretty. All the white flowers really looks pretty right here. And all the flowers that even fell on the ground, it's just kind of gives it a pretty look. It really does. And so far the plants I planted, they all standing up. They all looking good. Every one of them still going strong. So I think they're going to survive the major transplant. Now they got to just start getting settled in a little bit and start growing. And let me get their food out. I went in there to get their food and got distracted with the wasp. Waiting for them. All these little blackberry plants that I pulled up, they really, it usually takes them a few days to really get past their shock. They go into shock for several days. See that one there? That's the last one I did. See how it still looks? But see how strong and healthy all these looking now? See? It just takes a couple of days. So the last ones, these two, these right here, would be the last 5 that I just recently did. And you can see it a little bit. They need, especially this one needs another day. It'll probably do pretty good after today. They're looking good. Oh, there's another asparagus that came up. See, I cut my asparagus down yesterday, and there's one that came up. A nice one. Let's see if I can zoom in on it for you. Look at it. Ain't that beautiful? If you like asparagus, you could get your asparagus bed going. You know, people say, oh, they take 2 years. So what? So what? You could get, it's okay. Just like planting a tree. It's really going to take 2 to 3 years before you really start getting some big harvest of fruit on it. Get this asparagus. Once you get them going, they'll keep reproducing every year for the next 100 years, man. 50 to 100 years. That's what they got people that it's known about asparagus growing for over 50 years. So get it going. Just get it going. I mean, especially if you're not moving soon. I mean, if you know you're going to be living in your house for a while. This is a 4x8. I made this like the size of a piece of you know, plywood, 4x8. And I did that several years ago. And I get asparagus every year. Now, a few years back, when I let my chickens free range in the yard and they ate all my strawberry plants, well, they came in here and they dug up my asparagus. They dug up the roots and everything. I mean, they ate. So I had to start that over. So I started this over a couple of years ago. It's been about 4 or 5 years now. Maybe 3 years. I think when I let the chickens out. It's been so they're starting to come up again. I had to plant more roots in there. Actually, I can also buy more roots and put them in. You can buy the crowns, and they'll actually start growing the same year you put them in the ground. They might not be thick, but there is a variety you can buy that is thick. That you can eat them the first year. I found that out because I had accidentally stumbled upon it, and they had it at the box store at Home Depot, and I had gotten it. So another thing I want to do today, I got to load up trash and make a trash run with my trailer today. That's something else I got to do. So I got a lot on my plate, and there's several things that I have to get done today. I have to get done this stuff to get ready for tomorrow to work on the house. I probably ought to do that first and get it out the way, and then the rest of my day I can work on starting seeds and all that. So I just need to take my trailer here and hook it up to my truck and get all the trash loaded in here, and then go to the dump and go dump all this stuff. And so I probably ought to go through my yard, and I got some junk in the back there. I can clean that out and get rid of as much junk as I can. And while I have the trailer hooked, before I come home, go make a Home Depot run, pick up my material for this, and then I'll have all that done. So I think that's going to be the first thing I'm going to work on this morning, you guys. Feed the ladies, and then I'm going to hook up the trailer and start clearing out the junk and make a run to the dump, and then make a Home Depot run. Okay, so when I plant that kiwi, I'm out of kiwi, totally out of kiwi to sell, and they don't have any more right now. My supplier where I get it, they don't have any. So I do need to probably make a run too. I need to get, I thought I need to get some more fig trees. What is this? This is gold. I got 3 LSU golds. Only have 1 LSU purple. I need some more purples. This is brown turkey and the Celeste. There's some more tiger. I had 1 tiger left, and I kept that because I want to be able to propagate off of it. So I'm going to grow that in a pot. And a fig tree can do pretty good in a pot. They could grow pretty big and give you a lot of figs, but most of all you can grow it to get the branches to propagate more. Yeah. There it is there. Right there. That's a tiger fig. That's the kiwi. Alright, that's the kiwi vine. And that's the tiger fig, which makes like a greenish fig. It has stripes on it. So I'm going to put that in a pot too, so I need to pick up a pot while I'm there too. Pick up another pot. So when I make my Home Depot run to get my lumber, I need to pick me up a pot and pick up some more bags of dirt, some more compost and manure, because I want to get in here and get this accomplished. I got to pick up the wire and some 2x4s for that. So I got to make me a list so I don't forget all this when I get there. I got to make me a list of what I need for the house. Got to pick out some paint, which I might wait on the paint. Get Mindy, and we'll go take her out of there and let her pick out the paint. And I'm repainting the whole front of the house. I'll kind of tell you right now what we kind of decided. We're going to do gray brick. I'm going to do black on the shutters and the door. Then we're going to do the linen white up there on the top, and probably around the door, the trim, and possibly up there. I don't know how I should do that. That might just stay gray like the bricks, because I don't like the way it looks now. I never did. And when I painted it like that, I didn't have any more of this color paint to paint over it. But I think I'm going to make that up there the color of the brick, because I don't like that look like that. And this, I'll have black shutters, black doors, gray with the white and the white trim. That'll look nice. And then the rest of the house will just be gray with the white linen white overhang all the way around. So yeah, and I'm not going to paint the trim. All the trim's going to, just like it is here now. The trim has always been the same color as the house here. Now back here, I'm probably going to paint the door trim. That's going to be painted white. I might do the corners. I might go ahead and do it, because when people come back here, that's going to really look pretty. It'll look pretty, and I might do it on the sides then, because I'm gonna have some 1-bys going. So I might do the 1-bys. I just didn't want to do all that with a white down low, because it gets dirty. But I mean, hey, if it looks better, I'll do it. I got some deck boards I got to change, because I got rotted deck boards on this side, so I got to change several rows. A couple of them up here that are kind of wearing out on the ends. So I got to just get in there and change some of that on the deck. And really would be nice. I know I did the rocks and all, but it would be nice if maybe if I brought the deck all the way out. And the deck used to be out to here, and I've done away with it when I made a garden right here. I could bring the deck back out to that point and give us a deck to walk on. You know, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna leave it like it is. We're moving. I can't forget that we're moving. But because we're moving, I need to quit planning on the remodeling. Now I got to fix the house so we can sell it. I get it. And I'm gonna have to fix this my shop back here. I got a lot to do on that. It's not It's in poor shape. Very poor shape. Come on, my ladies. Good morning, my ladies. Come on. Nobody's getting out today. I had a couple of them get out. Get. You like you kind of remember that freedom from yesterday, huh? Here. There we go. There we go. All right. Go get you something to eat. And once I move these buckets and put them up, the birds are going to come over here. We'll video it too. So cool. It's their layer mix, their layer feed.
Okay, first things first, guys. I gotta clean these cages. They're smelling, and I usually don't let that happen. Just been so busy with so many things that's what happened this week. My normal days that I've actually been trying to stay scheduled on is Mondays and Thursdays. Here it is Wednesday. I didn't do Monday, and then now I'm not going to do tomorrow because I'm cleaning it now. So this week's going to be a little different, but I'm going to get back on track Monday. Or if I do Wednesday and Saturday, I just keep that up. So Saturday is one of my busy days. For customers, but if I got out here early enough, I can do this before the customers even come. Yeah, I gotta bag this up, throw it out because it's just too much. With the pine shavings, they don't break down that fast. That's why my compost ain't ready. So I haven't been using it. I've just been throwing it away, and I'm just gonna go back to composting my chicken manure because that worked incredibly great for me for years. And then I throw this in the mix, and this is my first year I'm not using my own compost. But I'm finding myself buying compost right now. And it's all because of the pine shavings taking longer to break down. probably normal. And I guess if you have your process where you got the room when you're moving it and turning it, that's one thing. I don't have that space to do that, and the privilege to do that here. I can do the chicken manure and let it sit, and just turn it very, very little. And from spring to fall, I have compost every year. And then from fall to spring, I have compost. It's the first year I'm buying compost. Now, I have the coop that's with the quail that's over the compost. That's working fine because there's no shavings there. But there are some shavings in that one, because when I had first started off, I started putting some of this in there. But it's not nearly as much in there as I have in the other one. So we might be okay on that pile. I don't know yet. We'll have to see when the fall hits. If it's broke down enough. And I got very little chicken manure in there, which I need to probably clean the coop out and put some chicken manure in there, because that's what's going to heat it up, I think. I just load it all up in the bag, throw it out. If you live close by and you want some of this to add to your compost, let me know. And I clean the cages on Mondays and Thursdays usually. Right now it's Wednesday, so it'll be Wednesday and Saturday. Just to let you know, well, you can call me or get in touch with me any kind of way, and if you want some of this, and I can bag you up, I'll get you a 50-pound bag of it. Okay, so that's done. And now I was gonna start working. I got the router out and all that, but I gotta go make a run to the feed store because I don't have enough food to feed them. I just don't have enough. I gotta go get some feed. Alright, so I'm going to get feed for the chickens and for the quail. So I got to go to a little town called Ponchatoula. It's about 23 miles away from me. Up I-55. And I live in a town called LaPlace, and it's where I-55 and I-10 meet. So it's kind of a known, if you do traveling around Jackson, Mississippi, going up to Tennessee, Memphis, and all of that, you're familiar with I-55. Those people basically are familiar with LaPlace because that's where 55 and 10 meet. And so people know about LaPlace because of that. So I got to go up I-55 about 23 miles to Ponchatoula. and that's where I get my feed. Then we got a tractor supply, a local tractor supply right here in Laplace. I just can't bring myself to go there. They're just so high on their prices. I could go take this run and spend money on gas and my time and buy food there, and I'm still saving money. So that's why I do this. The only inconvenience on the whole thing is it takes an hour of my time, you know, to go there and back, and my time there takes about an hour. Other than that, money-wise, I just can't bring myself to do it because it's just ridiculous the price they charge them, and they call themselves a supply place, and it's really not. They're just a retail place. They just got that name supply in their name. So I know a lot of y'all probably buy all your stuff from Tractor Supply. I mean, I'm not saying don't. Just for me, I'd rather take an hour out of my time, go drive 20 miles away, and save a lot of money. Pretty much I save about, depending on what I'm buying, anywhere from $6 to $8 per bag. Because like at Tractor Supply, like if you buy chicken feed, I think it's or chicken scratch. I mean, they went up to like, I don't know, I think it's $13.99. I don't know. I hadn't been in there because after I see $13 on it, I think it was $13.99 or $13.49, something like that. And I just walked out because it was 10 something over here, but it's like 11 bucks. It's not quite $12 a bag over here. It's 11 something a bag. Now with Tractor Supply, when you go to get the layer pellets and the layer crumbles, well, they are up there like $17.99 a bag. And where I'm going here, it's still the same price that you pay for the feed. You pay for the layer pellets and the crumble pellets and the crumbles. So I save quite a bit. You know, and if I'm buying pretty much, I'm buying about 250 pounds of food. Plus this time, I'm gonna buy some oyster shells. I'm sure I'm going to be saving money buying it from here. I never bought it from here. The bag I have is almost out, and I bought it from Tractor Supply. It's a little small bag. It lasted a good while. But I'm going to get me a bag over here. I don't know how big of bags they sell it. But, so anyway. Alright, so I'm getting ready to get on the interstate. I gotta watch myself with the camera, you know, while I'm driving. I just got the camera set up in my van right now. And headed to Ponchatoula.
slip sometimes. Happens to me all the time.
All right, man. Thank you, man. For all of that, that was only 82 bucks. That would have been well over $100 from Tractor Supply. See, their layer pellets are $11.99. Tractor Supply, you're looking at like $17, $16.99 or $17.99. It all depends on if they went up again, because they were going up every week. They sent me a thing about how was your, they wanted me to kind of do a review. And so I told them that about the prices of the feed going up like that, and how I would rather drive 20 minutes away to go get it. And so they responded back and said, well, they're going to see what they can do. So the next time I went in there, which was probably a week later, they had gone up. It was like, what? I mean, you're telling me you're gonna see what you can do about it, and then they went up on the prices even more. And then and because I was kind of like in a bind, I bought anyway just one bag, something to hold me over till I could make a ride out here. And then the next time I was kind of in a bind, and I got to stop letting myself get in the binds. I just got to be on top of this. But anyway, I went over there again, and it had went up again, and I was like, I can't do this. And so I knew that the birds wasn't going to die if they didn't get food one day, you know what I mean? And I went the next day and got their food, because I had waited too late in the evening, and I just couldn't bring myself to buy it. And I can't bring myself now, so I gotta make sure that I don't put myself in a bind and try to keep up on this a little better, so that I can, instead of waiting until I run out, when I'm getting really low, I can go get a purchase. The problem is, you get bags of it. You can't let the bags sit anywhere, because you got mice and rats and stuff will eat through the bags and get in the food. So you gotta have a place to put everything. That's the problem. And if I had more room, I would be buying, like I got one 55 gallon barrel that has a sealed top on it. I still got to clean it out. And I had gotten that really to put the pigs' food in when I get for the pigs. And I'm gonna hang on to this, because I am gonna get pigs eventually, and that's gonna be where their food goes. But they do. I've been seeing on Craigslist. It's in Baton Rouge. Somebody's selling food grade plastic barrels, with the seal on the top. And so I'm thinking maybe I might get that, but then again, I might be better off with the metal. So anyway, I just don't have the space for all that. I wish I did. And then I could have the space now that I'm not going to do the pig pen, maybe I can still do something over there with a little roof over it, and I can keep the barrels of food, even keep them under a roof. That's a possibility. Because, you know, I could still be in my house for another 2 years before we actually move. So, alright guys, here's the road. Headed home. They hungry. Coming. Okay. I'm gonna go get the other feeder. It's a pomegranate. I don't know if it's a flower first or it's going to be a flower then a pomegranate. That's what it looks like, yeah. I got 2 of them back here that I can see. I could have more up in here, y'all. But there's 2 of them. Actually, it looks like a 3rd one coming out too. Maybe a 4th one. Yeah, I see 1. I see 2 back here. Let's see if I can find it on here. There it is. My first year growing them. And I never even ate one before. Alright, let me get all this food in the... I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit 2 bags in here, but I'm gonna go fill up their little feeder in the cage. I think between that and this, I should be able to get that other bag in here. fill this out as many times as I can. I can fill that up in the pool. I ain't got much room left. So that feed is a 30-pound feeder. Right back. All right, let's see. It's going to be tight getting this in here. Shoot. But they all gonna fit. Maybe do it. Alright, now, close, squeeze this in. I think we can make that work. this. That was tight.